When people think of a boxer's physique, they'll most likely think of a ripped fighter with six-pack abs. Abs are well known in boxing for being helpful to take up a punch to the body. And many people will have seen footage of boxers taking a medicine ball to the stomach in training in order to develop this muscle. However, when it comes to core training for boxing, there's much more than abs at play. Core muscles are a vital link between the lower and upper body and help to transfer force through punching actions. We can train our core muscles through compound lifts such as bench press, squat, and deadlifts, but we can also do isolated core training as part of our boxing work. Within our training, we will need to include anti-rotation exercises, anti-extension exercises, anti-lateral flexion exercises, and hip flexion exercises, all of which I will include in the program. So I'll start off my session with some straight leg sit-ups. This is part of the hip flexion with a neutral spine section of the workout. You can see I'm keeping my back glued to the floor and just using my core to lift my legs up. I'm not doing a crunch, I'm simply just tapping my knees with my arms. By the end of a set of 25, you'll really be feeling the burn with these ones, but it's a great exercise to develop your core. So I then move on to some leg scissors. This is the same sort of principle as the previous exercise, using hip flexion while keeping my back glued to the ground. I do 3 sets of these for 30 seconds roughly at a time. And this is also the last exercise where I'm just completely isolating the abs. I then move on to a plank, which is training the anti-extension part of the workout. I also think planks are a good mental challenge, which is good for developing your discipline throughout your training. You could also consider adding a weight to your back, if you're able to, in order to progress this exercise. Once again, I'll do 3 sets of these for roughly a minute at a time. I then progress from a plank to a side plank, which is training anti-lateral flexion. I learned about what these separate exercises train for an article from Boxing Science, which I'll link in the description. That article will be able to explain it much better than I will. In terms of form for a plank, I always try to keep a neutral spine and then squeeze my abs, as this will help to engage my core. I do these for 3 sets, 30 seconds on each side. For this part of the workout, you'll need a pull-up bar to hang from. This is quite a difficult exercise to do. I'm doing hanging leg raises here, and you might want to progress this by doing the other exercises first to strengthen your core, and then just practice on hanging from a bar, because it is quite difficult as well. Apparently your neck will also disappear when you try this exercise. I'll also include some hanging leg raises at the end of the set, which is once again bringing hip flexion into play. I'll then finish off with some dumbbell sit-ups. So I'm holding the weight above me here and keeping it in the same place all the time, then just using my core in order to get me up. I learnt this one from the Tony Jeffries YouTube channel, so I'll link that video below as well. This is also quite a challenging one, so you might want to progress this by doing no weight at the start and then gradually increasing it. I wasn't able to record any anti-rotation exercises as part of this workout, but I will link a couple of tutorials for helpful exercises in this regard. I hope you enjoyed this video and incorporate some of these exercises into your own workout in order to increase your punching power.